I'm reading this. This is a history lesson. This is the first official meeting between representatives of the United States government and an Indian tribe living west of the Mississippi River. The meeting occurred on this spot August 3rd, 1804. This was done by Louis&Clark, which did a historical expedition of an exploration of the Missouri River. And it went from 1804 to 1806. And you can see that in Lewis's hand is a medallion which was given to each of the Indian tribes. Now let's see if I can remember what they were.
Isn't Omaha the name of a tribe?
Now let's see here. Let me stop this until I get it correct. Well, I know it's the Oto, the Missouri, the Winnebago. I can't think of any more. No. Oh, the Omaha, yes.
Take a snapshot.
All right.
Facebook to show we were here.
So now the next shot is going to be where they had this meeting. This is just a reenactment. So some more history about Lewis and Clark. In 1803, President Jefferson purchased from France a massive amount of land west of the Missouri River called Louisiana Purchase. And in 1804, he commissioned Lewis and Clark to explore the Missouri River and see if they could find a passage to the Pacific Ocean. And they took 2 years accomplishing this. So that what you're looking at used to be where the Missouri River was at that time, and they've commemorated the meeting with the Oto and the Missouri tribes there. But remember, where the statues were, that's where the meeting actually took place. And now way out in the distance is where the Missouri is now. It's at least 3 or 4 miles from here. Now, Lewis wrote in his diary that he kept of their trip that this place would be an excellent place for a fort. And that's what the rest of this little historical video will be about. I need to make a retraction. The Louisiana Purchase consisted of the land west of the Mississippi, and the Missouri is a tributary to the Mississippi, and it was explored by Lewis and Clark. So on this spot where Lewis and Clark recommended a fort be built, in 1820 they built this structure, which you'll see up close. It was the largest and most westerly fort at the time for the fledgling United States, and it was there to protect Americans who were migrating into the area, also to maintain order and peace with the Indians, and it was only used for 7 years. And this is a reconstruction on the foundations of what used to be here. So now I'm standing on the parade grounds, and some of these rooms we can go in. Some are locked. It's kind of a shame, but it gives you an idea that this is what it looked like. And today it's a state park. And then we have this limestone building that was built to store the powder and the ammunition and munitions. So I will just quickly pan this, and then we'll show you a couple of rooms that are open. This is not going to be that good, but this is the officers' quarters. They had a fireplace, table with their dishes on it. And notice that the slot in the wall, that was where they could stick their guns out and shoot at whatever was being, they were fighting. So let's see if I can get back up in here, the rest of the room. So I am inside the hospital room, and we have some instruments here that they used. A tourniquet, incision knives, a capital knife or amputation knife. My grandson said the hospital tools look more like instruments of torture. And these are thumb lancelets. What did that use for? Hold the patient's hand by the fingers, please, and pierce the vein. Maybe it was to bleed them. So here's bullet probes, single and double retractors, a goat foot elevator, the ball forceps, and the trephine. It's a round saw used for removing a disc of bone from the skull. There it is. Trephine. Now I'm going to go to the jail.
Here it is. Do it again. Now it says receive. It's saying receive.
This is some of the punishment that the soldiers had to endure if they drank too much and became a pain in the butt. Then we have over here, you were put in irons. Can you see me?
Yes.
And then here's another one over here where they would put your legs in irons, what was called irons. This is very medieval torture equipment. And then put you in this box.
It's called a chokehold.
A chokehold?
Isn't that what it's called, Aiden?
Yeah, you have to crouch in it.
I've seen these in medieval. Let me hang this back up. Then turn
You
around.
can't see that one. Oh yeah, now you can. Yeah, the light has to be just right.
They made him sit astride the post. And show them over here. Here we have ball and chain, the cat of nine tails, which was a whip with knots in it. Or no, those are metal things. Iron collars.
Here's the ball and chain.
Yeah, leg shackles. Okay, let's move on. Go ahead, Aiden. This is the original building. They didn't have to restore it, except for the roof. This is the powder magazine. And of course, it's another replica. Here we have what the boxes of shells and cartridges, musket balls, and I want to show you this sign. This is artillery loads, and you can see that they would put these things, an expanding crossbar shot, a solid shot, chain shot, crossbar shot, jointed crossbar shot. All very lethal. And then of course, let's look over there, there was grape shot. All kinds of means and terrible ways to hurt and kill people. And then there's also grenades. So, my dog is getting thirsty, although it's a little cooler in here. Okay, let's move on. Well, that concludes our history lesson of the day. We are going to move on and go to Omaha and buy the kids some croissants. We know a good place. See you there.